Okay, so today I'm actually going to show you how I archive my pages. You'll please excuse if a cat wanders through. Tibby is one of our cats and he's decided to sit on the desk and he doesn't normally. This is my current planner that you'll have seen in some videos. So I'm going to archive July to, I'm going to pull a lot of July out of my planner, and I also digitally archive as well as physically archive the pages. On the go, as I take pages out, I actually just pop them in my Domino personal size. So this is it here, just so I can free up some space in this Filofax. So what I need for archiving is a mobile phone, because I'll actually be photographing the pages straight into Evernote. These are the rings that I use to physically archive. When I actually pull them out of the binder, when I fill this, which it won't be filled for a couple of months yet, I'll actually pull everything out. I normally get about 6 months at a time, and I use these hinged rings to actually hold the pages together. So these rings, so I just pop these through, and that's how I hold the pages together when I archive. I'll often also just grab, when you make a lot of dividers, you'll often have some that you're not really that in love with. So I'll often use some of those off-cut pieces on the front and the back, and then pop the rings through to hold them together. So that's how I physically archive. But as I said, I do digitally archive as well, so that I've always got my pages with me in case I need to look up things, which is normally related to when I purchase something, insurance dates, due dates of things, kids' eye appointments, dental appointments, that type of thing. What I like about Evernote is it's completely searchable. It'll take a couple of days once you upload to have everything available, but you can actually, and I'll show you further on in this video, how you can actually search and find things in the digital areas. So before I archive, what I normally do is I'll have run through my planner and actually pulled out the pages that I'm going to archiving. At the moment I've got only a couple of July pages. It's mostly August and September that are in here at the moment, so I don't need to do that, and I normally pop them into this Domino. So I've already archived June, that's in here, and these are some June pages but mostly July pages. And the reason that I'm going to re-archive some of the June is I was changed, as you can see here by the colour differences, I changed a lot during the month from different page styles, so I'd rather take a copy twice and have it there. It's not taking up any actual space, rather than miss something. So I'm just going to show you how I archive. So what I'll do is, I'll just line up nice and straight. I'll open my phone. So Evernote is both Android and iOS. Now I've created a notebook in here called Planning. So I'm just going to open that up. So it's called a planner. So here you can see my June planner page is already there. So I'm actually just going to add a new notebook. So I'm going to hit the plus, and it's going to be a photo. So now I just capture the page, and we just keep on going. Now, I don't know if you just noticed then, it's actually converting that page into a coloured text format. You'll see down here it says document. So I have a choice here. I can make it a photo or post-it note, business card, colour document. I choose document. If for some reason it comes up looking like a photo, as it will occasionally, and I'll just do the next pages, I normally keep my doubles together. So I'll do this. So we'll go back. Okay, so what it's just done there, you'll notice that it did the first one just as a half page. I don't want that, so I'm now going to hit delete. And now we've got the double page there as a document again. If it came up as photo, I'll just change it so you can see. See how now you can see the background? It hasn't trimmed that out, and it's also a photo, so it's not going to be searchable. So if it looks like that, just change it to document. It's modifying it again now. So it turns it the right way around and adds it there as a document. So this is all I'm going to do, is I'm going to continue to go through. I can make it landscape while I take the pictures. It will adjust it for me. So again, it's doing that, it's adjusted it, popped it down. So I'm going to fast forward this bit here. so you'll see this going a lot faster. I'm just going to go through and grab the rest of these pages. Okay, so that is now everything photographed, and they're all in here. All I'll do now is I'll hit save. We'll just rename it now. So we'll call it July 2016 pages. Okay, so that will now take some time and actually upload to the Evernote servers. I will also go through and edit this a little bit. Some of these will have come through as photos, so I'll actually want to make sure and go through and convert them to documents. But I'll be able to tell that as I go through. But even as at a minimum, just simply having these available this way makes that quite fantastic. So I do just need to go through and do a little bit of editing on it. But that is how I archive. So that'll actually go up to Evernote, and then I can actually access all of these pages, whether I'm on my iPad, my laptop, my desktop, it doesn't matter. And it is all searchable because it runs what's called OCR, which is optical character recognition, on all of the handwritten information, so that it is all fully searchable for me as well. At the moment I'll be popping these pages back into this domino. But when I do archive, as I said, I do use the rings, and I'll often also go through it. I'll often also go through and mark up pages with these tabs. These are paper, almost like little sticky note tabs. And so what I'll actually go through is I'll actually mark up month by month, so I can actually quickly flick through. And equally, as I look through, if there's anything important that's normally related to large purchases, so it might be when we've bought a car or replace the washing machine or the fridge or that type of thing, I'll actually mark up those pages as well, so that if I need to go back for insurance reasons, I can easily locate what I'm after in the paper version, as well as I'll tag those in the Evernote version as well, so that's all easily searchable. So that is how I archive, both physically, the paper documents with these, as well as the digital documentation. I said I will need to go through and do a little bit of cleanup, and that would normally take me about 20 minutes, but it is worth doing. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'd be very interested to know how it is that you archive yourself. So if you like the video, please give it a like. Please feel free to share it, and I'd love to hear your comments down below. So thank you very much. Okay, so I just wanted to show you what it looks like in Evernote when these pages have uploaded. Here's my June planner pages, and as you can see, I've started with the month in advance. Okay, so just to show you how search works, if I type in my son's name, Jack, there we go. See how the yellow text, it's actually highlighted around his name, and it will go through and find several instances in that particular month that his name is actually written. Okay, so these are the July pages. If you remember, that first page was a single page, and then as you can see here, these are those double pages that we took. So there's one side here, the first and the second, and the other side there. And as you scroll down, you can see that all these pages are actually there. These won't be searchable yet. It will take, as I said, a few days to be searchable. And just to show that there, if I type in work, because I can see the word work. Okay, so it's starting to come up. So you can see it's highlighted the word work. It's also picking up other W words at the moment. Okay, so as you can see here, it's actually been able to pick up the name Vlad, even though it's written on a sticker. So it can recognise handwriting even when there's a lot of noise going on behind it. I'll just scan down so you can actually see some more how it all looks. So these are the double pages. If I wanted to delete a page, where I did mention that I normally go through and do some editing, I can just select this and see how I've got the blue line going around. That means that particular photo or image has actually been selected. And if I just hit delete, you'll see now that that's actually disappeared. I'll just undo that though. So that's how I can go through and edit. Because I was putting this together quite quickly, I didn't go through the phone and ensure that everything was in there as a document as opposed to a photo, but I can go through and correct that later. So that is how it looks in Evernote.